Hey friend, it's Laura with Save with Laura. I call you my friend because you're my accountability partner. As you can see, I have been making soap, a lot of soap the last several days. Life lifed, and so I am just stopping what I'm doing to get this money stuff figured out. We had to have about $500 worth of repairs done to our AC unit this morning. And I am so over the day, but thank the Lord the guy figured it out. And we got things working. So, not only do I have to sort and organize money for my husband and I being paid last week, we also have to pull out of a couple of different funds, maybe more than two, for the repair bill. And then got to figure out some insurance payment stuff that our son owes us for his portion of his insurance amidst a vehicle totaling and taking the totaled vehicle off and adding a new one. And I do have our mortgage. I take our mortgage money in cash to the bank. We bank at a local bank. And so we got to get all this stuff figured out because some money is in the checking account. Some money is in cash. We can do some money where we don't have to do all the things. I am beyond confused. So we're just going to dive in. And I have a scrap sheet of paper. Calculator's close by. Pen is close by. Let's start with the debt snowball update because that's going to be the easiest thing. I know I do that at the end, but y'all, I don't have the brain power. Let's just start with something easy. Got all kinds of scent bottles. Spearmint eucalyptus, eucalyptus mint, apple bourbon. That one's my favorite. Golden pumpkin and cardamom. All the things. Okay, let's just grab a pen. Today is the 10th. You'll see this on the 13th or 14th. We'll just put the 13th. I'm pre-filming on a Monday. So, this one's going to be a long video. So, for the sake of time, I'm just going to do I'm going to do 2 entries. Nope, I'm not. So, flitter. Oh, interest. Let's add interest. That's the first thing. Interest on this account with $1,971.69 is $33.82. And that is August interest. And then we paid out of checks last week $50. That was escrow. Rollover. This was from last year when our insurance went up $830 for the year. And escrow paid it, so instead of playing catch up, we were saving $50 a week, or $50 every other week to do that with. And then we have $36. That was Capital One bill. I just put Capital One rollover because this Capital One card is paid off. And then also we paid $124 to our Chase card, which is the Chase payment. Actually, the payment was only $50-something. The difference is when we started this journey, serious journey, May of 2025, the monthly minimum payment was $124, and I've just maintained that. And then also, today is Monday, so you saw this on Monday. But we saved $42 with a mini Monday challenge that went straight to debt. So all that has been paid to our Chase card. So $1,971.69 minus plus $33.82 is, so that interest took us back above $2,000, which was totally expected, minus 50. So now we're back down below $2,000. minus 36, $1,919.51 minus the 124 is $1,795.51 minus 42. If you hear anything sizzling in the background, I am cooking a hamburger because I am hungry. And it just dawned on me, I stopped at McDonald's and had a hamburger for lunch, but it wasn't great. And I want a good, really ground hamburger. So that's supper. Probably would have chosen something different. So that's the debt payment. Now for the fun part. I'm going to do cash unstuffing first because in my mind it's going to make sense. I need $500. $500, and we are going to deplete our housing. Remember, we've been saving. Oh, that disappeared. Let's write it on paper. The greasy spots is, that was a bottle of oil. That is scent, fragrance oils. Because, y'all, I didn't even take the time to wipe down my mat. I am so sorry. So $500 minus 248. So we have half of it just coming out of our housing. AC repair, 813, 248. So we are back to zero with our home sinking fund, and that's okay. That is why it's here. Minus 248. So we need $252 more. And we're going to take this money out. Let's count it first and make sure. 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 2, 20, 30, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48. Okay. And then remember that slush fund, the $2,026 we're saving in 2026 with $48 a week? Yeah, we are just going to deplete what we have in this envelope because this is the time to use it. So let's see how much we have. I'm going to pause you. I'm going to check on my hamburger. Hold that thought. And pause. Okay, let's count up how much we have from the $2,026 that we're saving through the course of the year that can go, we're calling it the slush fund. And literally that slush fund means whatever we need when life hits is what we use it for. Life hit. I woke up this morning to my outside unit sounding weird when I let the dog out to pee. And I came in and found nothing was blowing. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50. Yeah. 150. 252 minus 150. 252 minus 150. It's 102. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. So that's another $30. So minus 30. We need to find $72 more. Let's just see what we have going on. Put that to the side. Okay. Car tags, we don't need to touch. Hunting license, we're not going to touch. Escrow, we're not going to touch. Hurricane. We could pull from this. It'll set us behind, but it will be okay. We could pull from that. There's what we have in here. $30 in escrow. Like, there's places we can pull it from. Walmart Plus we can pull it from. We've touched that one, but we're going to pull it from lawn care. And I save $60 every other week because our nephew comes and cuts our grass every other week. But there was some weeks where we were in a drought, like burn ban drought, and I still put that money aside. There was some weeks where his lawnmower was broken, and I still put money aside. So we are going to pull $72 from this one because this is where we kind of have an overabundance of what we'll need. So 20, 40, 60, 70, 172. So 7, 13, 72, 150 minus 72 is $78 should be left in this one. I'm not in the mood to count. To see what we have left, if that math is mathin', today is survival mode. And I'm not going to apologize for survival mode because this is how I am adjusting to life. So 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 1, 2. I kept extra 10. Okay. So there's that. Let's just quickly organize. Getting there. Okay, so I'm gonna just go ahead and start explaining what I'm gonna do next. I had a soap event and I just cashed my paycheck that goes to bills to get petty cash. So the first stack of money that I had outside of what y'all saw was this is my check that I got this past week. And it's in a lot of small denominations because I had an event and I wanted to just make sure. And so after that event, I took and pulled that cash back out because it is not my set business money. I was just at the bank. I had that. I needed to either deposit it and either get money out, or so I just chose that was the easiest way. So you only need a scrap sheet of paper. I need $340 for my Mini Mondays, my box challenge, and all of the sinking funds that you see on Cash Stuffing, Unstuffing, and Debt Update. So we're just going to call that sinking funds. This is money I need in cash. And I'm just giving you a crash course on how my brain works. So that's $340. I also need in cash $800 for our mortgage. And this includes a little bit of an overage. And I also need our son pays us for his vehicle insurance. And we took out the amount we were originally told through all the hoopla of taking away and adding vehicles. But that amount looks to be incorrect. So I think we owe him $339. Because I already put that money in the bank when we were told he owed us $400. And if my math is right, he only owes us $61 for this month. Because of where billing cycle falls, he'll owe us more. So we need to reimburse him $339. And then he transferred to our account $420 for his truck. He doesn't have a car anymore. And insurance payment. So I need in cash. I may have to go to the bank, to the ATM to get the difference. $340 plus $800 plus $339 plus $420 equals $18.99. I don't know that I have $1,899. But let's see. And why am I taking $800 out for the mortgage? Because I don't want to wait on a check to clear the bank, so I just take cash to the bank. And then I am not transferring this into his account. We're just going to hold it out because some bills, he's fixing to have to pay some bills with this money. And we're just going to pull it out of our account and hold on to it. So my brain cannot count this much money. So we're just going to write down what we have. We have 100. We have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40. Oh, let's do it this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20s. We have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 fives. And y'all, this is a lesson in how to eat an elephant. Because this task of figuring out how much cash I need versus what I need in the bank and all that, this is how to eat an elephant. One bite at a time. And that's what I'm doing. How you approach this may be different. This is just how I'm approaching it. I know I have 150 in ones. I'm not recounting those. So when 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 160, 161, 162, 163, 164, 165, 166, 167, 168, 169, 170, 171, 172, 173, 174, 175, 176, 177, 178, 179, 180, 181, 182, 183, 184, 185. Let's see how close I am to that $1,899 that we need in cash. 100, 19 times 20, 380. 10 times 21 is 210. 25 times 5 is 125. 185. Going to be nowhere close. 100 plus 38 plus 210 plus 125 plus 185. $658. How is that possible? Because I just took out $500. And I know I had more than 150. I'm putting you on pause while I count again. Hold that thought. We keeping it real, but hold that thought. And pause. I found my mistake and found another one. So I didn't write down a zero on 1920s is $380. I wrote down 38, and I miscounted my fives when I went through everything, so I had 115. So when you add all that together, we have $990. we need $1,899. So $1,000 more almost needs to come out of the bank. But we are going to cash stuff our sinking funds and set aside money for Mini Mondays box challenges. So I already paid the AC unit bill, but I needed cash out for other things, so I'm going to use that to offset. So out of this $990, I need $340 for sinking funds. That leaves us $650. So we can go ahead and pull out most of what we need to hold back for our son. And let's get started on sinking funds. So we're just going to do this in real time. Normally I set everything aside. This video is going to be long, but this is just how we're going to roll. Because this has taken a lot of brain power for me at this moment in my life. Okay, so I'm just going to have that off to the side because I'm going to be running two separate. The first thing is our Labrador's vet bill. We're putting $10, so 8, 13, 10. That means we have $60 in there. We're just going to leave that open. If it dries out, it dries out. So $10. $16 for our escrow. 10, 15, 16. So that's 46. Okay, up next, like I said, grass cutting. 20, 40, 60. So 7, 13, 60. We're just going to trust our math was right before. Oh no, that's not going to be right because I took away 72, not 60. So 78 plus 60 is 138. And then $5 for, we own a mobile home. It was our starter house. And we need to pay property taxes on it, or trailer taxes. 8, 13, $5, 55. And that's due next something. And we'll just have the money sitting there. $10 to our accountant, because we know every year we have to pay our accountant to do our taxes. And so why not just set that money aside? 8, 13, $10. We should have 80. We have a banquet we go to every year, and that is $100 for a couple's ticket. 8, 13, $10, 95. We only need $5 more for that, and then we can quit on that one. Move that money to something else. $5 for Walmart Plus. 8, 13, $5, 100. I think This is it. We can quit because Walmart Plus isn't due for another couple months. So we can quit with that one. We need $6 for our vehicle tag. And remember, these are sinking funds where we take what we estimate that it's going to be and set that amount aside per week that we're saving. So 8, 13, $6, 129 plus 6 is 135. My tag is only $20. My husband's is more. I need to look back and see how much it was. And we might can stop with that. We need $3 to go to my husband's hunting license. $106. I have way more than we need for that. But we're gonna, it's due soon, so we're just gonna hold off on that. Okay. 55 for 20, 40, 55. In case you're new, I'll explain what I'm doing with this. It's our hurricane rollover money. Until we had a nice savings sinking fund, which just got depleted on all accounts. We were saving $55 every other week for hurricane season, just in case we needed cash, because we learned a valuable lesson. So 8, 13, 55. So we took that money because we had a nice slush fund, no more, but if we have to touch, plus 55, if we have to touch this, we can, if a hurricane hits us like it did with Hurricane Helene. So we're taking $55, and we have a medical bill that we owe on our son, and every year at tax season, they offer a 40% discount if you pay that. So we're just saving money to settle that account. And then we need $80.50 for Mini Mondays and box challenge Saturdays. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, $80. Perfect. We're just going to adjust the strap and reuse it. So that is 2 weeks worth of Mini Mondays. That's my shorthand for my Mini Monday funds. And then we have $50 we need more, or $80 we need more for box challenge Saturday. So we'll take 51s and 5, 10, 15, or 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, and 80. And that's for box challenge Saturday. And y'all, that was a daunting task, but we survived and we figured it out. So we have 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 2, 20, 40, 60, 80, 3, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 4, 10, 20. So 420 is what our son put in my account for me to set aside for his truck and insurance. 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 2, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 80, 80, 90, 4, 10, 20. So that one's taken care of. So we have 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. 2, 10, 20, 25, 30. We have 230 out of the 310 week. 339. 339 minus 230. So we need minus 230. We need $109 for our son. So we need $909 pulled out of our checking account to take care of everything else we need to take care of, y'all. I know this was a little different, but I wanted you to see real life, the behind the scenes, the figuring out, the why we do what we do to save money. So I'm hoping this was an encouragement. Come back and see me on Saturday where we save $40 for Box Challenge Saturday. This is where we put money aside for Christmas and birthdays 2026, and our family birthdays include our son, my husband, and myself. And my son's birthday has passed for this year, so we have my husband and myself, and then Christmas. And if I see something for Christmas, we can absolutely just go ahead and buy it if we find the perfect gift. Let me say we, if I find the perfect gift, because I do all the Christmas shopping. So, thank you for joining me. I hope, even though this was long, you stuck around and it just gave you a glimpse into just real life and why we have been working so hard since last May to get these sinking funds up, because I could just pay the bill. I could just pay the bill. And 2-3 years ago, we would have been scrambling to figure out $500. Probably a year and a half ago, we would have been scrambling to figure out $500. I know the $500 was there somewhere, some fashion in these envelopes at my house. And I just had to take the time today and pull the money. And it was so freeing. Thank you for joining me. Come back and see me on Saturday. Bye.